Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Happy Easter. I hope everybody's having a great morning and a nice holiday weekend. I know I, for one, was so excited to get up this morning, get dressed, throw on some makeup, cook breakfast, and just celebrate as much as humanly possible. I don't do a ton of fashion videos here, but I do love spring fashion, Easter dresses, pastels. I love all of the trends this year, and I'm really excited about a couple of the pieces that I've added to my wardrobe. So I figured, for the sake of maintaining some sense of normalcy in the midst of all of the chaos, I still wanted to create a fashion video. I think it's fun to do one of these every season. So today I will be sharing my favorite trends of the season and showing you some different outfit ideas. First, let's begin by talking about some of the trends this season. I wrote down my list of favorites, and if you have a favorite, drop it down below. I really don't consider my personal style to be that trendy. I pretty much know the shapes, the colors, the things that work for me and my body type, which is important. It's nice to be able to open up your closet, pick things out. You know what they look like. You feel comfortable and confident in everything. That way you don't have to think too much about it. But I do like to add a couple pieces every season just to spice things up, keep it interesting. Usually if it's a trend that I know I'm not really going to wear a lot, if it's something that feels very different from my personal style, I try to go to Zara, H&M, even Forever 21, a place where I'm not going to spend a lot of money, but I can still sort of indulge and just try it on and see if it works. So the first trend I want to talk about is puff sleeves. Puff sleeves are everywhere and they are on everything. I think that's what makes this season a little bit different. I wouldn't say puff sleeves are ever out of style, but now you will see them on dresses, on blazers, suiting, casual wear, work wear. It goes without saying, but here I am saying it anyway. Not every trend is for everybody, and that's okay. You want to pick and choose the things that are going to work well for you, your lifestyle, your body shape. But if there's something you see that interests you and you're not quite sure, try it on. Step out of your comfort zone. It's the only way you're going to know whether or not it's going to work. My body shape is more of a pear, so I'm very small and petite on my upper half, and a puff sleeve gives me some volume up top and it helps balance me out. So I love this trend, and I think I have followed this trend more than any other on the list. So let me show you a couple pieces. For one thing, the blouse that I'm wearing today, it's this really pretty light blush pink, which is also really perfect for the season. This is from Shein, which is a fast fashion brand. This was sent to me complimentary. I have a couple other pieces. I purchased this white eyelet dress from Revolve on sale. This is from the brand Tula Rosa, and I have an extra small. It's so pretty for spring, summer, and I love that it is this gorgeous, long, puffy sleeve. Very pretty. I know this has been marked down for a while now, but if it's still available, I will link it down below. And if it's not still available, I will link something similar. But this dress is one of my favorite pieces that I picked up. Another puffy sleeve dress that I picked up on sale from Revolve is this pink lacy number. This is from X by NBD. Again, I have an extra small. This was final sale when I picked it up. I don't think there were any reviews, so it was a little bit risky, but this is one of the best purchases that I've made this season. It's so high quality. I love the color. And they have this fabric, this material, in a couple different styles. So I will link them all down below just in case this one is sold out. But it has this very pretty puff sleeve, of course. Another example of a very wearable puff sleeve is this white button down. This is from ASOS. And it's a cropped length, so I've been styling it underneath this denim mini dress. But you could also just wear this with jeans or any other casual bottoms, or you could put it underneath something and it just elevates the look and it gives it some extra style. My second favorite fashion trend for spring 2020 is neon. And it's not just neon, but very bright, vibrant colors. We're seeing them everywhere, and I think there is a way to bring neon into your wardrobe, to sort of incorporate it into your outfits that's very wearable and classy, and it doesn't clash with your personal style. One way to do this is a statement piece. Maybe it's a pop of color in your heels, or maybe it's a hair accessory or jewelry. a blazer or a layering piece is a great way to incorporate some color. So here I have this bright neon yellow blazer, and this might seem like too much, but when I styled this, I wore this over an all white outfit, and this was the one piece that popped out. I wouldn't necessarily wear this with a colorful outfit because then you might get too much competition. But if you were to pair this with neutrals, then you just have that one pop and it makes everything look really nice and put together. And layering pieces like a jacket, a blazer, a scarf, something like that, it doesn't have to be worn all the time. So you can wear this into your meeting, into your brunch, lunch, wherever you're going, but then you can also take it off and you're left with a very standard neutral outfit. You could carry it in your arms along with your bag. So there's ways that you could wear this, throw it over your shoulders. It's so bright and happy, it's so much fun to wear, and every time I incorporate neon or a pop of color, it's always the one piece that people will ask me about, or it starts a conversation, or I get a lot of compliments on it because it's visually so attractive. Your eyes are not going to miss this blazer. Here's another example. I recently picked up this pink tie-dye dress, and the pink is pretty bright. It's basically a neon pink. This is from Revolve, the brand Lovers and Friends. I picked up an extra small. It's great quality, and it's a classic cut. It's a nice midi length with these beautiful buttons down the center. A lot of really gorgeous details, but the bright color just makes it stand out. I also picked this up on sale. I want to say it was originally over $200, but I got it for closer to $50. Not bad. The third trend of the season that I am loving is wallpaper florals. These are florals that are retro inspired, so think 70s wallpaper. They have that vintage vibe, and I love when a trend comes back around, so you might not need to do any shopping to fit in with this trend, and really I think you can almost fake it till you make it with just about any floral print. You can sort of tie in other trends to make it work now. I have a few examples. This blazer dress sort of has that floral wallpaper feel. It's very 70s, very vintage with the bright colors. It's kind of Miami Vice, Miami chic. I ordered this dress online, again from Revolve. The brand is Lovers and Friends. This is an extra small. And when it first arrived, I didn't think I was going to like it very much. I almost returned it. But then I ended up wearing it to a tiki themed party during Food Wine Festival a couple months ago, and it was so perfect, and I realized, yes, this dress is just too much fun. It was perfect for the theme. Now it looks like a very long blazer. I promise you it is a blazer dress, but you can see that it's very low. So I wore just a little bralette underneath. I had a tube top. So if this is too low for you, you can always put something underneath it, like a white little top, and then problem solved. Another example I have here of wallpaper florals is this really pretty maxi dress. This is from Love Shack Fancy. I picked this up at TJ Maxx during their big runway sale. So I want to say this dress is originally $500, and I picked it up for closer to $100 on sale. It was a pretty great deal. In fact, when I was standing in line to check out, I had so many people ask me, where did you find that dress? And of course it was the TJ Maxx sale, so for all I know, they were scattered all over the place, and I just like tightened my grip like, no, I found it. It had just been wheeled out on this big rack of sale dresses, and things were just flying everywhere. So this was a great steal. Love Shack Fancy is one of those brands that isn't going to appeal to everybody. The feel is very vintage. It's like your grandmother's style, but it is so cool, and it is so hot right now. I mean, you just see these dresses everywhere. They're huge in West Palm Beach, especially because they have a little boutique there, but I love that their patterns, their prints, their cuts, everything is very feminine, very whimsical and ethereal, and I can just imagine having an Easter brunch or an Easter dinner, something like that, wearing this big maxi. This next trend is going into its second spring season, and I don't think it's going to let up anytime soon, and it's this return to nature, natural fibers. So a good example would be this little pouch that I picked up at Island Girl Miami, one of our local boutiques. Happens to be my favorite. If you're ever in town, you have to go. But this is a perfect example. You have this really pretty, natural looking fiber woven bag. This looks like something that was handmade, and all of their pieces are handmade, so it makes sense. And the trend is very broad. It's anything that looks like a woven design. It ties into this boho chic, traveler, gypsy style that we see a lot. It's kind of free people-esque, if you will. My personal style is not boho chic at all. I do appreciate it. I have friends who capture this style perfectly, effortlessly, and it is so genuine and authentic to them, which is why it looks beautiful on them. It's not really authentic to me, but I do still appreciate it, and I love anything that's handmade or special pieces. So the way I like to incorporate this trend is with my accessories, like I showed you the purse. I even have this really pretty pair of earrings that have this gorgeous natural looking fringe that are beautiful. This dress I think is a good example. I love this dress. Again, it's from Revolve. I picked it up on sale and the brand is Tula Rosa. It's an extra small. But this dress almost has that safari traveler vibe. I love the cut of this dress. I like the little off-the-shoulder sleeves. It is one of my favorite pieces that I've picked up. And I think this is very appropriate for spring, summer. And you could pair this with something that fully captures that back to nature spirit like this purse. And I think this would look really nice together as well. My fifth and final favorite spring trend is by far the most expected and probably the easiest, and that is rainbow sherbet. Pastels for spring, of course. It's the perfect time to pull out all of your light, beautiful hues, like this blush color. Light peach is really popular. Mint is going to be huge again. I'd say the majority of my clothing rack that I have right here is pastel, but if I opened up my closet, the majority of pieces would be pastel. There'd be some black and white in there, some neutrals, a lot of bright colors too, but lots of light shades. And that's kind of what happens when you live in Florida. That's it for the trends. Of course, there are so many other spring trends that I haven't mentioned, but I still have a few pieces here that I haven't talked about yet that I love for spring. So I want to show you a few other things, including this blouse. It's this really pretty white eyelet blouse. This is from Shein. It was sent to me, but I have found this style cropping up everywhere, and it looks so much more expensive than it is. This piece, I want to say, is around 20 bucks. It almost looks like Zimmermann, that brand. If you're familiar, it looks very classic. When I wore this top, I styled it with white mom jeans. Not pull this whole thing over on me. Ah! Okay. These are from Mott & Bow. It's this really high quality denim brand. I don't usually spend a lot of money on my jeans. I don't. I think this is probably the nicest pair of jeans that I own. It's sad. I know people prioritize different things. Because it's so hot here, I don't wear jeans that often. I usually stick to Topshop jeans from Nordstrom, but it's nice to have a quality pair of jeans. I kind of feel like I get it now. This is what I've been missing out on. They're not crazy expensive, and these were sent to me, and I think I might have a coupon code with them, so I will link everything down below in case I do. But I just love these, and I love the style. They fit a little bit higher on the waist, and they're not too tight. I like to roll them up as well at the bottom. So these are really fun. They're great for spring. And they have a lot of different styles in the mom jean. You can get light wash denim, dark wash denim. But a good pair of white jeans I think is just great to have for spring, summer. This next piece is easily one of my favorites. I know I already talked about the blouse, but it's this denim mini dress because the fit is excellent. And I noticed on the website that they had styled this with the puff sleeve blouse, which is why I picked this up from ASOS, but the dress is from a brand called Jing, J-I-N-G. I picked this up in an extra small. This was actually sent to me. Anything that was sent to me, I've said this was sent to me, and then everything else I purchased myself. So there's a confusing mix going on, but I will also note down in the description box for transparency if that makes it easier. This was sent to me. I love it. I'm obsessed with this dress because the quality is amazing and the fit is so perfect. Dresses are tough to find that perfect fit, And sometimes you find a great trendy brand, but it runs really small or it runs really big. Well, I order an extra small always and just kind of hope for the best, and this was perfection. And it does come with this little denim belt, but I took this out and I used my own belt, which I think adds to the versatility of this. The same brand sent me another piece. I picked out this really pretty white romper. This is something that is so perfect for vacation style. It's the Marilyn romper, and it does sort of have that Marilyn Monroe vibe, but an all white romper is always going to be in style for spring, summer. I love the deep neck. It has the cute little collar. And again, you can style this so many different ways. The very last piece I have here to mention is this distressed, oversized denim jacket. This is from Shein. This was sent to me complimentary. And I know denim jackets like this aren't necessarily a trend. They're sort of always in style, and I think denim jackets are constantly being reinvented. Sometimes it's a crop, or sometimes it's the denim vest, or sometimes it's distressed, or it's fitted, or it's oversized. Keep them all, because they will always come back in style. But I was just so impressed with the quality of this jacket and the fit. I believe this is a size small. Yes, it is. But it's the perfect weight. It's not super hard. It's nice and soft. It's oversized, but it's not huge. It's very distressed. So something like this I would style and wear in a very specific way. But I think it's just really cool. And the thing about Shein is that it's so inexpensive that there's not a huge risk. I know I've talked about them before, I believe in my fall fashion try on or haul. I know everybody has a different opinion about fast fashion. In my group of items, you'll notice that there is a good variety of price ranges. For certain things, I just don't like to spend a lot of money. For basics, for loungewear, workout wear, there are just certain categories that I'm not going to spend a lot of money, period. I don't care if it's a name brand, whatever. And a denim jacket like this is one of those items. I don't want to pay a ton of money for anything that is distressed. So for my purposes, the Shein version works out beautifully. And I think that is sort of normal to mix and match price ranges. It's okay to not spend a ton of money on everything. I like to switch it up. And that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the distraction. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, your questions down below. Be sure to share your favorite spring trends, or if there are any pieces that you've picked up recently that you're loving, drop me a comment. We'll keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything today on my face, down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.